What am I watching?
So, we've done some really heavy movies the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Or really scary. So I thought we'd kind of lighten the mood a little bit. This film actually for me is like one of my favorites growing up.
Okay.
It isn't like super heavy John Carpenter film. It's an action comedy. But I remember being in high school and my friend was like, "You got to see this film. You got to see this film." And like literally, I watched it and like all we did was quote like the stupid sayings in this movie. You may recognize some of the elements in this that show up in video games later and stuff. So this was like 80, 83, 80, 45, somewhere in there. It's lighthearted, but at the same time kind of amazing. And it never succeeded in the box office. It was a cult film, and it wasn't like this huge IP, but it's just garnered a very, very sort of faithful fan base behind it. I'm told that there's going to be a reboot of this starring The Rock, which I hope that this is not true, because I think that it's a terrible idea to try to remake this film. What do you know about this movie?
I know that it's titled Big Trouble in Little China, and that is it.
Yeah, let's just dive right in.
All right,
so here we go.
And I suppose that you expect me to believe in sorcery as well.
Of course.
Why?
Because it's real.
How can I know that,
Yeah,
Mr.
okay.
Shen?
Yeah, that's easy.
See? That was nothing.
Bitch, I told you.
Have you paid your dues, Jack? Yes, sir. The check is in the mail.
Did you ever CB radio?
Huh?
Did you ever CB radio?
My dad had one in one of his cars. After Smokey and the Bandit came out, it was kind of a big thing.
Yeah.
It's just talking to nobody.
It's just a problem. But that's what it made me think of. Is like we would do
it's
that.
Literally, like, who's this asshole on the TV right now, just talking about nothing?
The check is in the mail.
I have to say, I love the film look. It's just so nice. John Carpenter.
What were they even playing?
God knows.
It looked like he lifted up a bowl and there was just...
Nothing a double. This knife cuts this ball in half.
It's all in the reflexes.
I'm gonna marry her, Jack.
Oh, God.
I've known her since we were kids.
Back in the day when you can go to the gates.
Yeah, I know.
Whoa.
She has green eyes. You know how rare that is, Jack?
How can you tell from here?
Not her. She's trouble. Meow yin.
Wait a minute. Hey!
Don't.
Don't what?
Lords of Death, street gang, punks from Chinatown. This isn't good. What are they doing here?
Those glasses.
I love those. I want a pair. I don't know how you see it, but...
Right.
You and me have a little talk, friend. What? Where'd you get that?
Where'd you get that?
Also, the time we used to be able to bring a gun to an airport.
Apparently. Wait,
Jack, come on, Jack!
who were they going after? I thought they were going after... Were they going after both of them?
They were not stopping.
They were not stopping.
Son of a bitch must pay.
That was one of our quotes in school.
Son of a bitch must pay.
What is it, a parade?
Funeral. Fighting Tom. They're Chang Sings.
Wayne, these guys, these sing-dings.
Chang Sings.
They got enemies?
Wing Kong.
Who wear red turbans.
Holy shit! These guys are animals, Jack.
What am I watching? Oh my god. And he's just here sitting in the middle of the truck wielding a gun knife, doing nothing. Oh.
Onto the hand-to-hand
Onto
portion.
the handgun, yes. Because the Tommy gun ran out of bullets. And his handguns ran out of bullets, even though he's got a whole shield of them across his chest.
Move the bodies.
Alright, clean the bodies up. Gold staffs versus boards.
What's happening,
Some
Wayne?
cutlery.
Chinese standoff.
A what?
A Chinese standoff.
It's like a Mexican standoff except Chinese.
Yeah, got you. This is great. Grimace. Ooh. Ooh. That was a good one. Ooh. Awesome. Oh my god, the way Americans fucking shoot action. This is insane. Somebody strikes and then they show another person getting hit randomly. None of it makes any sense. And now, Raiden from Mortal Kombat is here?
This is where Raiden came from.
Really? That is quite an introduction. Right, shoot the lightning people. That's
Makes lots of sense.
you brought a gun to a lightning fight. Oh, you're all good. You're nope.
No questions. Just get out of here, Jack. Get out of here.
No. Yes, questions. Lots and lots of questions.
What is the main question you have right now?
Where did this start? Like, they're supposed to be finding his wife. We have a Chinese standoff, which turns into what is?
I think it was Lo Pan.
Who? We just ran over Lo Pan. No, we didn't run him over. Oh my god, I don't even. What am I watching?
No, look, Jack. I already did.
I already did.
I can't see. It's okay. It's only temporary.
It's not okay. None of this is okay. Hey, there's the guys.
Okay. I'm going home. Keep your money.
Yeah, right, this is all over $1,000 too.
That's not good.
$1,048. I'm so confused.
It's okay to be confused.
And he is completely unfazed by all of this. Wang's just like, oh, this is another day in Chinatown.
Is this Lo Pan character comes out of thin air in the middle of a goddamn alley while his buddies are flying around on wires cutting everybody to shreds, and he just stands there waiting for me to drive my truck straight through him with light coming out of his mouth?
Jack.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Okay.
It didn't, Uncle Chew. Not like he says.
Yeah, it did, Uncle Chew. 2 hours ago. Tall guy, weird clothes. First you see him, then you don't. Yeah, is this just a switchboard? I mean, is there an
Punk
there on
appeared on the
this
street.
I can barely hear you.
Wanchi, why didn't you tell me?
Didn't want to alarm you, Uncle.
They stole my truck. Uh-huh.
How do you think I feel, Jack? I lost the whole girl.
The Lords of Death. They were only on the stupid joyride scene. Not acting on any orders.
Not half.
Just wanted a girl to see.
A whole girl.
And Miao Yin ordered the boss of the Chang Sings, Mr. Lem Lee, assassinated. That was his funeral.
It was
So
a war.
glad they gave us so
What
much
are you doing?
exposition.
Don't panic, it's only me, Gracie Law.
And anybody that showed up was going to join Lem Lee in the hell of being cut to pieces.
Hell of being what?
Chinese have a lot of hell.
The girl they kidnapped, they took over to the White Tigers for a quick sale. Oh, God, I'm sorry. If we get over there tonight fast, maybe we can buy her back a search warrant to call Islands out of the
Oh, God, I'm
Hold
sorry.
it, slow down.
Oh,
I
God.
can't pay today, okay?
Of
How
course
can I?
not.
I need all my cash from Mao Yin.
And it's going to cost. She's got green eyes.
Well, there's an extra to these people. It's like leather bucket seats. It's double
These
the
people?
price.
What people? Look, this Lo Pan I ran over, through.
Has spirit medium powers. Like the immortal, he becomes the dream.
What?
That's an
Right,
exaggeration. Jack.
basically.
I promise. Please, help me. I got a great idea.
Jack Burton is us. He's all of us.
He's all.
It's just like, if we were in this, we'd be like, what? What? What do you mean?
Sit tight. We've got one of our best men inside right now, stirring the pot.
Who you have no faith in, because
Because what I really am sort of in the mood for is a girl with green eyes.
of course, the green vortex above the whorehouse. Is this Ghostbusters? I'm so confused. Oh man. Oh,
Ejection.
flawless victory.
5 points.
Uh-oh, the 3 Raidens are back.
I resent that because the Raidens are the Storms. It's the other way around.
The 3 of these guys took out like 50 men. What do you do? That's gotta hurt. I mean, you're just electrocuting the shit out of her. Why is this woman such a commodity? Like, she
Nah, that was not real. I want to talk to the cops. I want my truck back. Where the hell am I?
My office, sit down.
that was not
Sleep
real.
in your office?
I want to
What
talk
I'm
to
using
the
is
cops.
storms. These storms, what are they, magicians?
Hard to explain.
Try real hard.
Here, drink.
The stars have
try
gone here.
me.
There's only one place they could take her.
Mr. David Lopan.
Why do you know so much?
Who's chairman of the National Orient Bank and owns the Wing Kong Import-Export Trading Company, but who's so reclusive that no one's even laid eyes on this guy in years?
Who the hell are you, anyway?
Who the hell are you? Giving all this exposition to us right now.
But I've just experienced some very unreasonable things.
Yes, I have.
Look
The
at
hell it does. So somebody, I don't care who, tell me what is going on.
The truth?
Thank you.
I can take it.
We don't know.
Shut up! Leave me alone.
I'm going now.
Wang, give me my $1,000 and I'm getting the hell out of Dodge. This is not my problem anymore.
the Wing Kong Exchange, the most dangerous cutthroat den of madmen in Chinatown. You can't just waltz in and out of there
Like the wind. Yes,
But
I
like
can,
the
Miss.
wind.
My mind and my spirits are as one.
As two, I said I was coming.
Why?
Go with
Why do you want to?
If we're not back by dawn, call the president.
We're not home by dawn. Did he say call the president?
Call the president.
You ready, Jack? Does he have a phone? Yes, of course. Of course he has a phone.
Whoa, boys, where's the main panel at? Probably through here, huh?
That's how I'm sneaking into everywhere from now on.
With the phone. in your-
With a phone in my hand. And
We don't even have a landline. What are you talking about? Well, we're putting one in.
We're from the phone company. I wish it was that easy.
You did that, right?
I guess so. I hope so.
You guess so.
Guess so and hope so.
Nope. These are all bad decisions. Uh-oh.
Yes! See? You think you'd let us walk in and out like the wind?
Yes, I thought that was your whole damn
That was
point.
his whole
Wait,
point.
wait, no, you didn't.
I don't even know what this is. In and out like the wind. Nope.
Jesus Christ, where are we?
Hell of the upside down sinners!
How do you know that?
Everybody in Chinatown knows these things.
If you knew there was a possibility, did he just hit him from a space from like across the room? Oh. He threw a red ball at him. So he beat him up, and now they're throwing him in wheelchairs?
Where are we?
You are nowhere.
He's asking all the right
That's
questions.
the best answer. You are nowhere.
You are nowhere.
Look, we came here to see David Lopan, all right?
Ah,
David Lopan.
and you have succeeded, Mr. Burton.
I don't get this at all. I thought Lopan...
Shut up, Mr. Burton.
Yeah, well, the way I see it doesn't mean we shouldn't ask. Like, where's my truck?
Looking for a truck. You're looking for a girl. A girl with green eyes. I must know.
You got a tongue, Dave. Ask her yourself.
You got it, son.
Huh? You let him go with that one second here.
Qingdai, the god of the east.
Who? Him? This guy?
No, not me, Mr. Burton. A girl with green eyes to satisfy Qingdai. A girl brave enough to embrace the naked blade. And when I find her, I will marry her.
Never!
Then Qingdai will be happy and my curse will be lifted.
Go off and rule the universe from beyond the grave.
Indeed!
Or check into a psycho ward, whichever comes first, huh?
Jack, will you...
Jack! What? I'm supposed to buy this shit? 2,000 years and he can't find one broad to fit the bill? Come on, Dave. You must be doing something seriously wrong.
I love Jack's character. Jack is great.
Who are these people? Friends of yours, huh? Now, this really pisses me off to no end.
So there's two quotables in there.
This really pisses me off. Blindfolds again. What is with the blindfolds?
So they don't know where they're going.
They don't know where they were in the first place. They went down an elevator. They almost drowned. Some guy threw red rubber balls at Jack. Gut punched him twice. No, they didn't check him for weapons. I mean, why would you do that?
Lopan has plans for us. If he didn't, we'd be dead doornails.
Lopan, which
Dead
Lopan?
doornails.
Little old basket case on wheels or the 10-foot tall roadblock?
One and the same person, Jack.
You know something you're not telling me, Wang.
Many things.
Myths
Yeah.
and legends. I don't want to insult you.
No, go ahead.
Please, insult me.
Insult me.
The first sovereign emperor of China defeated Lo Pan and imposed upon him that horrible curse of no flesh in 272 BC.
I'm gonna fact check that. I'm asking all my Chinese friends if they know this.
Come on, Jack! Come on! How?
Right, exactly. Is he getting... It's expanding? What is that, goddamn balloon? Where are we?
All right, which way? There are...
How do you know that?
It's best not to ask these questions. You really frustrate yourself.
Uh-oh. You're not looking too good, buddy. Floaty McFloat float. Oh, there we go. See? Ghostbusters again.
It'd make getting places a lot easier.
Right. Okay, so he's had her the whole time, done nothing with her in all this time. Also found her by accident. That was not the person they went to go kidnap.
Let's go, it's clear.
No, it's not. Wait, he can fight now?
Oh, nice.
When did he learn to fight?
First time you ever plugged somebody?
He replugs.
Of course not.
Oh,
That
God.
guy's plugged loads of people.
Yeah, apparently.
First time for you?
First time for you. And he just knows where to go. He's never been here before, but he just knows where to go.
Well, wouldn't you just go somewhere anyway?
I guess,
mean,
yeah, at this point, they don't care.
I mean, it's an elevator, so you're like, well, let's go up because we were down, right?
Yeah, it's okay. Wait, who? Where'd they wait.
We're not
Okay, so
having
he
it.
has to climb. I'm so confused. Why is this gonna work? How is this gonna work?
Open up our floor, Zeno!
They don't care about him. I'm so oh my lord. Oh, what? he forgot how to fight now? What was the point of what you originally did?
How are you gonna spring us?
I have no idea.
How are you gonna spring us? You couldn't fight before. Why can you suddenly fight?
It was like the 9.9 dive there.
Jack, I know where we are.
Why do you know that? I mean, it's always great to have a character that knows everything. Except where his fiance is. Yeah, you're definitely gonna run into it. Yeah, of course.
We may be trapped.
How can he suddenly fight? He's been useless the whole time. Zach, you better be happy he stayed. You ain't doing squat. Useless. Useless gringo.
He shot 5 guys, though.
He did. He did.
Pop like that again. You just reach for the sky. Let's go!
There were definitely more women than that in the cages.
What?
There were definitely more women than that in the cages.
I'm sure.
I mean, they really only say, wow, okay.
What does it mean? 2 girls with green eyes?
Hey, listen, I gotta stay here with you maniacs. I want to see that disgusting flesh peddler David Lopan in person. And listen, Paolo's afraid to see an unarmed girl one-on-one, huh?
The mockery is amazing.
Army.
Cops got better things to do than get killed.
Also, you have spent most of the time asking for the police.
Make you feel better, like Dirty Harry. Stick with these.
Eddie, but he's...
Got a crush on you.
You mean like you got on Gracie?
Are you kidding? I just want to get my truck back.
Oh yeah, what do I know? She's not even your type.
The said person
You
been
have
looking.
come to seek me out with your green eye.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Don't look away. Look, you're supposed to look away. You didn't get the memo about looking away? Ugh, back in the sewer?
Yeah.
Fuck, why can't we just go above ground? Why has everything got to be in the fucking sewer? Now he's wielding a sword? He looks badass. Wang is just getting... He's just leveling up.
He's like in a Chinese flight suit.
Yeah, every 30 minutes he just levels up. I'm just saying. Whee! What is even happening right now?
I will marry both women.
Oh, that's just greedy.
Come out no more.
What? Huh? What'll come out no more?
Come on.
She's not very unique, being a white woman with green eyes. So she's not special. Oh, and now they don't have green eyes anymore. I just enjoy the need for him to put this in his mouth when he held it in his boot for so long. And now it has to be...
Gotta have it at the ready, you know?
We're inside Lopan's domains.
How do you know that, though?
Later now for some more bad news. Ready?
This gets worse. Come on.
The first sovereign emperor. Get to
the goddamn
Damn,
point.
yes.
In order to be whole again, he had to find this certain girl of his prophecy and marry her to appease the god of the east, to appease the emperor. He had to kill her.
It's amazing how little they've done in 10 minutes. He threw some marbles and apparently blew up a lizard, eel thing that's never coming back.
Set designer had some fun with this one. I
Oh,
think.
so much fun. We want neon. We get a skull.
Ancient Chinese.
We get,
stuff.
yeah, I mean, a six-armed boot.
I'd be willing to bet that's Qingdai, god of the east. I'm guessing.
And Ghostbusters again.
What it seems, Lopan knows. And this time they are not alone.
Hey, you never know till you try. Oh, hollow. Fuck it. Hey, all right.
Time for the medicine.
And now he's a bartender. He's a sorcerer bartender.
Cheers.
He's a sorcerer bartender tour
What again,
guide.
exactly?
Use buzz. See things no one else can see. Do things no one else can do.
What more can a guy ask for?
The 6 demon bag.
Terrific. A 6-demon bag. Sensational. What's in it, Egg?
Wind, fire, all that kind of thing.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot. You hate needles, right?
Yeah.
Guide my
hate
hand.
needles. No.
As I insert this needle
No.
into Mao Xing.
Let's not.
Let him complete the ceremony.
God, no.
Then he's ours for certain. Come, my love. Give it to me.
Ah, we're good. Stop it. We don't need to show it. No, stop it. This is the worst way to get married.
You better ask your Chinese friends if this is a normal thing, the needle of love.
Cut him in half. Nice. It's a lot of screaming. Of course. See? Wang's amazing now. No! Stop with the needles. I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm just wondering where this is coming from. Why is Wang suddenly awesome? I want to be Wang when I grow up.
Wang wants to be Wang when he grows up. Well, now you can say it's because of that formula he got from Egg.
Okay. Yeah, but Jack's not doing any of this.
And he's like extra now. He's taken out.
This guy gets knocked out by falling rocks. Oh, he just destroyed your gun. And he just blew you up. I'm so glad he put the knife back in his boot. Just at the right time. Even though he's been carrying it in his mouth the whole time. I've seen this kind of shot before.
It's what?
This whole like fighting in the air thing.
Like pre-Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. What are all these things you're doing? There are so many steps to this wedding. She had to cut both of his wrists. She had to consume some of the blood. They're fighting sideways in the air, amazingly so. He's just trying to get one guy off of it. Jack is useless. Oh, laser beams now. It's laser beam, like hollow fighting.
Eggs is prepared for
Who
everything.
knew it was just that easy?
He's got all this shit.
Alright, Wang.
Oh, God, Todd!
Egg's good for one thing. Explosions. He just has a utility belt of options. I mean, you despise him, then you fall in love with him, and now you're just all about it all the time.
You know what old Jack Burton always says at a time like this?
Who? Jack Burton.
Me.
And Wang!
Old Jack always says, what the hell?
Yeah, why would you think that would work? You've never thrown a knife in your life. Wait, you got her back. We're good. Just now we can go away.
Goodbye, Mr. Burton.
Reflexes. He did establish the reflexes earlier. So that's in line. That's in line. I love the callback. I love the callback.
It's all in the reflexes.
Yes! Yes! Yep, I'm so glad we paid that off. Wang, you're amazing! You've already defeated one of these guys.
This guy's much scarier though.
Yes, he is Thunder.
It's like shit flying everywhere.
Backflip. Yes, yes. One more time. One more time. Just for good measure. Oh, okay, you're gonna run this time?
It's like, I'm out of here. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead now. You gonna do the balloon thing again? He's doing the balloon thing again? He is doing the balloon thing again. What does this have to do with Thunder? I'm so confused. So he kamikazed himself?
I think so.
What a way to go. Yes! Lightning guy!
I love how he's giving him so much time
So
to
much
escape.
time.
It's like he's just
Yeah,
I gotta watch this shit. Watch me do this shit.
He is seriously peacocking. He's giving him all the time in the world to get away. Of course! He's Batman!
Eggman.
Eggman! Utility belt of needs, of necessities. Lightning's supposed to be very fast. This man is very slow.
He's very slow.
Nice!
All it took was a statue.
That's all it took was a statue. Wang got significantly cooler,
And
they got
significantly
significantly weaker.
And then Jack didn't actually fight in the big fight.
No.
But then took out the main guy.
Yeah, exactly. Because of reflexes.
Because of reflex.
Because of reflexes. Oh yeah, I forgot about the truck. we gotta have a truck payoff. Yep, utility belts. Oh, ooh, the rear security's back. Where guys have you been? Yep. There you go. Egg comes through one more time with the explosive whatevers.
6.9 on the Richter scale. Hang on.
What was that? 6.9 on the Richter scale. Can I just use that as an answer for everything? 6.9 on a Richter scale. Really? Okay. One police car. Those are the police he wanted the whole time.
Yeah.
At least
They're
one.
getting there just at the right time.
Yeah.
Look at it. He's smoking shit. He's doing some wacky backy.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was definitely in his utility belt.
Maybe you can come over to my place later and help me find the title.
Creepy.
I know.
Hey, Jack.
Like,
Nothing a triple.
Nothing or double.
Triple. You earned it.
I did earn it.
You're right, I did.
Pretty much every line he has, you fucking said in this fucking reaction. Nice.
God, aren't you even gonna kiss her goodbye?
We've kissed her multiple times before. I don't really.
No.
See you around, Bert.
That's movie. This is this movie's equivalent to "I love you." I know.
Yeah.
We really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, Wang?
No horseshit, Jack.
No, Wang
No
did. You got hit in the head with rocks and had good reflexes.
Killed the main guy.
It's true. When is this suddenly a thing that they do now?
That'll be our thing for this video.
Back on the road, back on a CB, telling his fantastic stories.
Jack Burton just looks that big old storm right square in the eye and he says, "Give me your best shot, pal. I can take it."
Oh my gosh.
So, it's a lot.
It's so much. Dude, if someone asked me to give them a summary of what this movie is, there's no elevator pitch for this movie. There's no elevator pitch for this movie. Because there's just so much going on. And I'm here for all of it, but I don't know what you just had me watch, man. I just genuinely. So many great lines, so many great moments.
I mean, it's admittedly like a wild sort of ride.
Oh,
and
it's such a wild ride, dude.
It's kind of like all over the place.
Yeah.
But weirdly, like, for me, it's weirdly compelling. Like, you know, I've seen a lot of movies where, like, the storylines are everywhere, and I hated it, but for whatever reason, I think I like Jack's character enough, and I think he's like, since he's acting as our eyes in a way,
Yeah.
into this strange world, that he's making it accessible to us.
Right. He's the singular normal person who asks all the like, what? Okay, is that just a thing? And then they say yes, and he goes, okay, I guess it's a thing. And then we're with him and saying, okay, I guess that's a thing. That's
It's
a thing
normal
now.
in Chinatown, apparently, in this place. Part kung fu movie, part western, part action movie, part comedy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like all those things.
Yeah.
And, you know, in some ways it probably doesn't exactly know what it is, but
It does
I
not
feel
know
like,
what it
I
is.
feel like the force of Kurt Russell's will kind of drives it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they were hiding in the truck when the storms first came, and it's like Wang Chi didn't jump out and start fight.
No.
So,
I mean, he spent the first half of the movie just running away, trying to
Yeah.
get away from things.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, he's just like throwing swords into one of their abdomens.
and one of the
and
fucking
flying,
boss, one of the boss characters.
and flying through the air and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just, I see the arc, but it's like this. Okay, that's sure. I have to believe it. This is where I am now. I'm watching this movie, and this is what happens in this movie.
I think probably also, I watched this as a relatively young person, so I was watching it when I was like 15 or 16 years old, something
Yeah,
like that.
this is a 16-year-old's fever dream.
It was a lot of fun, though,
It was
but it
totally
was
a lot
like
of
a
fun.
really weird, like, I didn't know all these things about Chinese culture, and it's like, I'm sure like 0% of it is true.
No,
I'm sure like,
I do. I want to fact check everything that was said
you know
because
what?
it's just too ridiculously amazing.
you know what? I'm going to.
God.
I'm going to put a section in this where I am going to try and research
Some-
Qing Dai, the God of the East,
Yep.
and the first sovereign emperor of China.
Yes.
And to see if Lo Pan was any kind of a real character in China,
Where they pulled that
which
from,
I,
yeah.
I doubt any of that's real. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe one of two of these things are.
Do the gangs actually exist? Or are they just made up for the movie?
Well, I know that there are tongs is a thing. Like
Okay.
a tong is like a kind of like a Chinese gang.
Okay.
So I don't know if the Wing Kong and the Chang Sings are a real tong. They may be. I don't know. But-
And also that was sort of interesting. Is like so much was thrown at you that you're kind of like, wait, who's what and where? Like I need a.
It's like, hey, these Sing Dings, they have enemies. Wing Chun. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I needed to stop and like
No,
get a
it's
graph up and be like, okay, so
the
they're
Chang Sings and the Wing Kongs and Lo Pan and the Three Storms. I kind of that
the
was
Wingdings are fighting the three storms, and the three storms are
See, but that was
protecting the.
part. That was honestly the part that made me laugh the most. Was like, I don't know. I'm trying to think back to when I first saw it, if it all made sense, or at that point, if I really even cared. I was just like, oh, people are killing each other.
It is everything a 15, 16-year-old boy would want. It is somewhat of a Western. You've got guns, you've got martial arts, you've got fun sunglasses that are clearly
sorcery.
The
you've guy's in like a Trans Am or a Z28.
Yes.
Something like that, which was a car I wanted.
Jack's in a truck. You know, being a truck driver is
and
cool.
Being like a CB philosopher.
Yep. The check's in the mail.
Out of 5 of these strange hand gestures.
5 of these strange. It's
how
5.
many do you?
It's 5.
No, you give it 5, really?
I give it 5. This was fun. This is a very fun movie. It's random as F.
There's definitely nothing like it.
There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. But you can see, like, you can almost see where other things kind of pulled from it, maybe, where it's like...
I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 strange hand gestures.
Yeah.
Just because of the exposition in certain parts.
At the beginning. It's all the beginning.
It's a little bit like, okay, we need to, like... inform people of some shit. Let's just dump it on the maitre d' to say, oh, you know, this happened and that happened and this happened and that happened, and oh yeah, this and that and the other. And then the reporter comes in. Oh, and what about this?
Exactly.
And
but there's like these
Kim Cattrall's like, well, no, what about this?
Exactly.
So it's like,
but they use all these characters to introduce things, but then they keep them. It's so out there.
It's a wild ride.
But it just goes for all of it. It's not apologetic. And
it is unapologetic. I'll say that. I'll give it 4.5 strange hand gestures because of the unapologetic.
Like you get to the main fight, and the first thing you do is you knock out your star because he shot into the air.
And then, but like you're right though. In all of the main big fights, he conks out. Like in the one, the gun runs out of bullets, and he's trying to reload.
Yeah.
For a while, and then
he quite literally does pretty much nothing the whole movie. He just kind of fumbles through it,
except kill the main guy.
And then still kills the main guy.
He just
and Wang just keeps leveling up every time they get in a situation. Wang levels up.
I'm sure that there were other ways to address the exposition, but it was
it was perfect. Like, because it was like one of those.
Well, you could have just let it be completely mysterious. I mean, you don't necessarily have to explain all that stuff.
But the way we meet Wet Egg is he almost gets run over by Jack.
Him and Lo Pan, when they have the little video game with their with the little things, he says, "You never were able to beat me, Egg Chen." So they've known each other for
a very long
thousands
time.
of years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, dude. Again, I need a graph. I need to get it on the board.
And he calls him a peasant. He says peasant magic.
Yeah.
So he said that. So that means like there's a class struggle thing. It's like Jaws again. It's like you got the educated rich guy, and then you got the peasant.
The peasant, person. But who's clearly very wealthy.
Worked his way up.
He worked
over 2,000 years. You better work your way up.
That's true. You might. You should have a few things by the time. Do you remember those Rock'em Sock'em robots? That's what that kind of was. Yeah, it was just like, because they weren't really moving that much. They were just like dink, dink, dink.
And he's like doing that thing. It's like, well, yeah, that's what he's doing. He's got a little remote control.
Yeah. I mean, the lightning was pretty cool. And they showed it off. Any chance they got, that guy was out here.
That's why he had to be slow, so you could see the fucking lightning going on. That's why he's like, hey, okay, all right, I'm here. Now you stand there for a while. I'm going to shoot lightning this way and that way.
Never in your direction, though.
And that way. And then, oh, wait, where'd they go? Where the fuck did they go? Oh, wait, they went up the They went up the thing.
They were so
come back
badass
here.
At the beginning, and then... Thunder Guy literally
their
blows himself up.
So wait, their arc goes exactly the opposite of Wang Chi. It's like their arc goes here, Wang Chi's goes like this.
Oh my!
I love that part where he's like, he punches them in the face and he just like literally doesn't miss. Head snaps back in place, and he's like, looks at him, he smacks him again. He's like, looks at him, and then Jack's like,
all right.
You're good.
Okay.
You're good. And he's like touches him and like he goes flying back like 10 feet.
This is what I would ask for. If you're going to make, I don't want a remake, I want a sequel, but I want Kurt Russell now. You make it a sequel because you left us on a cliffhanger. There's a
thingy in the
there's
back.
A monster on the back of his truck.
Maybe it becomes like his pet.
Yeah, he just hangs out. You know.
I don't know.
He's got no friends on the CB radio, so
he's definitely got enemies on there, if anything.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is wrapping it up for this week. We'll probably head back into something a little darker next week. We don't know.
But this was fun. Thank you.
It's a fun piece. If you get a chance, watch the whole movie. And thanks for watching. Subscribe and like and do all those things that people do when they like videos that people like us do.
And let's close it off with all of the quotable lines.
Son of a bitch must pay. This really pisses me off to no end. Indeed. And it's all in the reflexes.
It's all the reflexes.
Also, one of my favorites that I didn't mention was we really shook the pillars of heaven, didn't we, Wang? And we'll finish with our flourish. And we'll see you next week. Okay, guys, this is the promised research section. So I did a few Google searches, and so some of this may be wrong. And if some people know anything about this stuff that I don't know, please share it here. I love this type of information, but the rest of this is just about some of the accuracy or not accuracy of the film. So looking here on my research, I think that Wang Chi said 272 BC.
Of no flesh in 272 BC.
So the first sovereign emperor of China was, I'm just going to pronounce this the way it looks, Qin Shi Huang, which I do believe Egg mentions his name.
The first sovereign emperor.
So he was born in 259 BC and he died in 210 BC. So 272 BC would have been like 12, 13 years before he was born, so I don't think he subjugated Lo Pan. But then again, Lo Pan didn't exist, but neither did he at that point. It is mentioned in on the Wikipedia search that he's mentioned as having defeated the film's main villain Lo Pan in battle and subsequently cursing him to live as a ghost. So it is saying that that's who the film is referring to. This guy did actually exist. Qin Shi Huang, first sovereign emperor of China. Lo Pan was not a real person. He did not exist. He is a fiction. As for hells, this is kind of interesting because there's a bunch of material on so what they said that the Chinese have a lot of hells.
Chinese have a lot of hells.
There's a couple different versions of this. There's one that is talking about the East Hell and West Hell, and there are 18 hells. Right there, I'll show you that. One of them is the Chamber of Tongue Ripping, the Chamber of Scissors, the Chamber of Iron Cicade, Chamber of Mirrors of Retribution, Chamber of Steamer, Forest of Copper Column, Mountain of Knives, Hill of Ice, Cauldron of Boiling Oil, that might be the hell of boiling oil he referred to in the movie, Chamber of Ox, Chamber of Rock, Chamber of Mortars and Pestles, Pool of Blood, Town of Suicide, Chamber of Dismemberment, Mountain of Flames, Yard of Stone Mill, Chamber of Saw. Then there is another concept of the 10 courts of hell. So this is influenced by Buddhism, and it says that in Chinese mythology, the Jade Emperor put Yama in charge of overseeing the affairs of Diyu. There are 12,800 hells located under the earth, 8 dark hells, 8 cold hells, and 84,000 miscellaneous hells located at the edge of the universe. All, that means everybody, including us, will go to Diyu after death, but the period of time one spends in Diyu is not indefinite. It depends on the severity of sins one's committed. After receiving due punishment, one will eventually be sent for reincarnation. In the meantime, the soul passes from stage to stage at Yama's decision, the guy who runs the place. Qingdai, the god of the East, is not a god, apparently. I looked through the Chinese gods, and a couple of their sources said that this was something that was made up for the film as well. So Qingdai, the god of the East, wasn't an actual thing. And then the other thing, I looked up that needle of love thing to see if that was like a normal thing in Chinese weddings. If somebody has information on this, I'd love to know. I couldn't find a damn thing about it, which makes me think it's probably not a real thing, but I wonder how they got that idea for the movie. It's just weird to me. Just to finish off the history section, I forgot to check out whether tongs were a real thing. They are a real thing. There are tongs that are just organizations, and then there are also criminal tongs or triads, criminal organizations. And under Wing Kong and Chan Sing, there are actually, these organizations do actually exist. To what extent they are like what's in the movie, I don't know. But they are existing things. Chan Sing and the Wing Kong right there. Whether they wear yellow and red turbans, I don't know. And whether or not they have storms fighting for them, I don't know. I hope so, but I don't know. Anyway, that's the little history section, and so I hope that this answers some questions about the accuracies and inaccuracies in this film.